In this video, we go from solid battles to making a lot of mistakes. Let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to HM Motorsport. Tomorrow we're at Tattershall Karting Centre for round 2 of their championship. It'll be something new because we've had a practice day there. It went pretty well, but first race there. I'm excited to see how it goes. Could go any way. Good morning. We have arrived at Tattershall for the race day. Quite a lot of other people did their practice days before, but we didn't have time at all. Everyone's starting to get ready to go. It's about 7 in the morning, I'd say, but we'll just see how we go. Alright, so just a scrutineering, we passed as expected. Now I'm probably going to go do a track walk, as people say this track gets a little bit greasy sometimes. So I should probably tell you the format for today. What they do at Tattershall is we have 3 heats, 7 minutes, and a 9-minute final. No practice, well there is no quality, it's just a 3-lap practice for transponder checks. What they do, it's random grids actually, which I find really cool. For heat 1 we're starting 7th, heat 2 we're starting 5th, and heat 3 I think we're starting far back like 13th. It'll be alright, not expecting anything today. And also this meeting we've got 16 drivers on the grid. This is actually really good for Tattershall. It's quite a big track, I'd say. Well, it's a big track in a small place, so it's got some quite tight corners, like the one I'm coming up to. It's a left-hand hairpin. If you watched my video before, the last one is when I was practicing here 2 weeks ago, and I think I did pretty well, and I don't think I'm far off. Some of the corners at Tattershall are a bit weird. You got to go out wide first and cut back through. Now you can take the curve. I wouldn't recommend it though, because it kind of splots you on the floor. It kind of bogs your cart down a little bit. But if you have a look at the racing lines, they're going around there. They're not even hitting the apex most of the time, but it seems like it works. But we'll have to see for ourselves, as everyone's got a different driving style. How many people have came out of turn 1 and slid straight up into the grass? Well, lesson learned for that. Alright, so now about to go out for heat 1. No idea how it's going to go. We'll just try and finish. But yeah, let's go. Alright, as we round the final corner, getting ready for heat 1 to start. Got no idea how it's going to go, we're just going to hope. As now we're rolling onto the tram lines and we are away. It's an okay start from me going to turn 1, bumping the guy in front. So we try and get a good exit, but cart bogs down, we have a really bad exit and quite a lot of people overtake us. Then we go push wide into the grass. That was quite a crazy start, but we're now going to try and settle in as much as we can. Try and get a bit more heat into the tyres. As the guy in front, I think his rear bumper's scraping on the ground. As here we get overtaken by number 12. And there's also a Tony kart there. He had a really nice, his graphics look really nice this weekend. But he overtook us as well, having a massive scrap in front. And we're now rounding the final corner. And going into lap 2, as I go for the outside, he closes the door, I brake myself, and we've had a crash. It was a bit annoying, that one. Also, it was a bit scary, honestly. But I'd like to see that one back. So we're going into turn 1, I outbrake myself, he moves in, and we just make contact. Honestly, I'd say that was my fault, just because even though he moved across, I wasn't there. And we get absolutely tobogganed over the grass. But I wasn't there, so I think it was my fault. But we managed to get back going. There was actually a few people that came off that incident. I think everyone got back going. Well, I hope everyone got back going, but I couldn't really see behind me. As we're entering later into the race, going through turn 1, number 66 in front of me. I'm pretty sure they had a tyre come off at this corner as they slide really wide and I go down the inside, and they retired. So either they had a puncture, their rim came off, could have been really much anything. But our race wasn't going too bad. There were some people behind us, but we were just mostly looking out in front as we now round the final corner. And that's a pretty good heat 1, I'd say. I think I did okay. Alright, so that was the first heat done. It went okay. First corner of lap 2. The guy braked in front going into the corner. I couldn't stop now, went into them. Well, it sent a few of us off. But I recovered, managed to get up, made an overtake as well, wasn't too bad. And finished P12. Karting. Planes. There's a flight path on top of here, we think. And that's a 747 right there, that's pretty cool. But yeah, about to go out for heat 2. Starting P5. No idea what's gonna happen. We'll find out. Yep. Alright, heat 2. We're starting P4 for this one, as we're onto the tram lines, but I get a really bad start, and I get overtaken by a few people, but I decide in turn 1, I'm going to go around the outside. And I go around the outside and I actually gain a place back. So I'm now back up into P4 with this one, and my main goal is to just try and stay with people in front, but that's not really going to happen. They've been racing all year, probably last year as well. This is my first time. But I'm doing pretty good. I'm holding back as much as I can, trying to make sure the people behind me don't overtake me. I'm using all bits of the track there, just trying to gain as much speed as I can. And I get quite a bad exit out of there, but I managed to shut the door on someone. It's a bit annoying because you can't really see anybody on this camera. If someone's behind you, you can't really see it. But you're just gonna have to try and trust me there. But this is now lap 2. Turn 2 here is really bumpy. And turn 3 is okay. Turn 4 is probably one of my favourite corners, because you've got so many different ways that you can take it. It's really fun. But at the minute, I'm still in P4. And I was in P4 for about the first half of the race. But then some mistakes started creeping in. Taking too much curb and taking not enough curb. Running a little bit wide here and there as well. As I get overtaken by a cart. Can't see what number it is, but it was a good move, honestly. I think it was a good move anyways. And here we go, a little bit wide. Ooh, go over the grass a little bit. But I'm doing alright. I'm still in P5 here, which I'm really, really happy about. But you can just see how much faster they are than me, because they just pull straight away. Alright, a little bit later into the race, I got overtaken by a few more people, obviously. Because my race pace is about P11, P12, and at the minute I'm P6 here. But into the final corner, I get a little bit of oversteer, hit the curb, and I'm on the grass, but I've got the accelerator pinned down, and I actually somehow kept it in a straight line. But I was so determined not to spin out and not to lose that much time, that I was absolutely sending it. Now going into the final corner now, honestly, it was P4 to P11, but still not too bad. I'm quite happy with it. I finished where I was supposed to be. Alright, so that was heat 2 done. Started P4, finished P11 I think it was. Really weren't bad though. When the mistakes put me down, I went off the track twice. But I kept my foot in, kept going, did pretty well. And for the first few laps, I was actually holding P4, so I've got some pace.
Every time, mate, and I told her to, I'm blue with the
Getting the HM Motorsport in. Alright, lunch break's done. It's now time for heat 3. We're starting P13. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm quite excited for it. Alright, so it's now time for heat 3. Hoping to get a better start than last time because I got held back a little bit. But we seem to, rolling onto the tram lines now, and we are away, and the Tony Kart and number 85 actually making a bit of contact, but he went down the inside with 4 people just there. That was a brilliant move. He was fighting for the win, I'm pretty sure, in the final. But it wasn't too bad. There's Fernando Alonso kart on the left-hand side of me, and just managed to get down the inside of him and cut him off on the exit. So it's a pretty good move. Managed to get in front. And in front is number 85, well, was the number 85 of Dominique Thornton. And there's number 27 in front of me now, and he was very quick today. So I couldn't do much about keeping him behind. I was trying to keep up with him, but he was just stupidly fast. And there's a free kart battle here on the left-hand side, is number 66. We all managed to get past them on the inside. I managed to just tag along. Just. And now we're just trying to settle into the race, keep up as much as I can, and try not to make any mistakes. But here got down the inside. Number 144 got down the inside of me, but I managed to get a good cut back. But he went down the inside again, and we make contact because I've kept getting better exits than him. And he squeezed me and we just made contact. There's nowhere I could go. Because that curb, as I've found out, is quite a nose cone killer. But down here, a little bit later in the race, Dom is running, I think she's running a lower sprocket than I am. Because she's got a lot more trail line speed, but I'm a lot faster out the corners. Apart from there, because I didn't get a very good exit. But she's been here quite a few times before. She's quite quick. Really fast. And I tried going down the inside here, but it didn't really work. There's a bit of an opportunistic move. And instead, the number 30 comes down the inside of me. He was lightning fast today. There are a lot of drivers here today that were very, very fast. As we're now going into the final corner. And for the next few laps, the 2 in front were having a mega battle. As we go a little bit back further into the race, number 30 finally got down the inside of Dom. And I purposely back off here so I can get a better exit than her. And sure enough, I go down the inside of her, get a good cut back. But, because I'm an idiot, I forgot to defend the inside and she came straight back down the inside. Honestly, it was a good move from her. Really good overtake. Just a bit unlucky on my side. But I tried going back down the inside. Doesn't work. But at least I tried. For my first time, I think I'm doing pretty good. But now I've just got to settle into the race. But as I say that, another kart goes down the inside of me. They were probably about midfield, but they weren't bad. They were really quick. Everyone was actually quite quick today. Well, apart from some of us, like me. But the front two are having a big battle. And we now come across the line to finish the race. So that's heat 3 done. It went okay. Definitely could have done a little better. But it's just about my racecraft, and also my hands were aching quite a lot. And that was only 7 minutes. And we've got a 9-minute final, so that'll be fun. But it didn't go too bad. I'm starting P12 for the final after all the points have been added. And I don't think that's too good for my first time. Alright, about to start the final. Starting P12, we're just going to see how we can do, to be fair. Alright, so it's time for the final. Now this one needs a little bit of an explanation. Every day we've been having 2 warm-up laps. Not 1, but 2. But on this race, we didn't get 2, but I didn't know that. So going to the final corner now, I stayed back, but everyone else started lining up. So I got scared and I had to gun it. But then everyone started backing up really hard, and I had to hit the brakes and I hit the guy in front of me. Yeah, that was really annoying, and I'm now dead last in the pack. But that's okay, I guess. We can just try and push our way back up the field. So we set off on some very grassy tyres. But this final was not what I wanted to happen. We've had a really good day so far, with probably some pretty good results, some good battles, and some mistakes that we've been able to sort out. But yeah, this final really was not what we wanted. But we are catching up to the person in front, number 66. And we are slowly catching up to them. And they should be our first person that we need to overtake. So we can slowly get back up to the pack. Going through the final corner now. Yep, in the distance you can just about see them. But as you can see, a little bit later, they had a bad exit, so we went round the outside of them. But I outbraked myself, and they squeezed just enough for me to go on the curb, and I went off the track. So what happened in that race is I just got squeezed onto the curb, but at the start of that curb, it's got a bit of a jump, and my front bumper hit my nose cone hit that jump, and it split the bottom of the nose cone, and it started literally turned into a lawnmower. And it cut off all the grass, put it all into my foot, and it stuck into the ground and I couldn't keep going. It was quite annoying. What you're seeing now is a clip from Heat 3 again, just because I've got no other footage. But wasn't the best of results we could have asked for. But the day as a whole was not bad. Heat 1, Heat 2 and Heat 3 were some banging races. Definitely a place I'd like to go to again, because first time, and my pace weren't too bad, honestly. But I just need to focus a little bit more and try and get out of those. Hey, first day back racing. First day racing since last October, actually. But honestly, it's not too bad. It could have been a lot we But that's it. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Next month won't be as fun, but we should be getting out in the GX UK kart for a little bit more testing. Bye.